When your heart is raised to raise at the speed of light. When your heart is raised at the speed of light. Yeah, I'll keep you safe. Yeah, I'll keep you safe. I'll never let you go.
Hi you guys, so this is going to be just like a really quick clip. I want to share with you what I got today from Burlington Coat Factory. I stopped in today to look for some more blouses. Y'all remember 2 years ago, maybe even 3 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, that I had did that blouses haul. I had bought like a bunch of new tops. Well, most of those tops were from Burlington. I find Burlington has really good like professional tops, so I went there today because I need some new ones. And I also, y'all gotta, oh god, I keep saying y'all gotta stay tuned for the new channel, but I wanted black silverware, you guys. Okay, so this originally was from Bed Bath and Beyond, and this was $69.99. This set was $69.99. This is a set of 4. Yeah. I got my black silverware. And what I love about these is the bottom is matte, but the top is shiny. Can y'all see that? I'm recording in 1080, although this camera goes up to, is it 8K? That take up too much memory and too much time to edit. So y'all gonna get this 1080 until I get a faster processor. I also picked up a, Chunky wants to know what else I picked up too. A black paper towel holder. I had a silver one, but I ended up putting my garbage bags on it. So, black, little black cheap thing. This was $17.99, you guys. $17.99 from $69.99. It just lets you know that what things are really worth. And this paper towel holder was $5. So, that was the non-clothing stuff I got. And hold on, just responding to a text. Okay, and then I'm going to show y'all the blouses that I got, and I'm going to put them in the wash to wash them before I wear them. I am basically a medium. Larges are a little bit too baggy now. Extra larges are way too big. But let's see what we got here. So this was $10.99, this blouse right here. This is a size large. Can y'all see up close like how it looks? There's a little bit of texture to this. I love anything black and white. This is going to be perfect for summer. $10.99. It's a little wide at the bottom. That's why I wanted a medium, but they didn't have a medium. So I just got the large. Then I got this, which I thought was such a pretty pop of colors. This was $12.99, and this is a large. But it's a little more slim fit. But again, perfect for the summer. Some red, some blue, some yellow. I could do a lot with this blouse. $12.99. I picked this one up, and this was a large, but it's a petite large. So the petite larges are a little slimmer than the larges. This is actually navy. Y'all know I love me a blouse that got a little tie for a bow. I don't know who I think I am, but this also has a little tie for a bow. Navy and white. Very classic. Very good for work. $8.99. I picked this blouse up as well. Another black and white, giving off Givenchy wannabe. This was an extra large, right? Because it looks huge. No, this is also a large. And it's lined, which I like, so I don't have to put a tank or anything under it. This is what it looks like. Okay, and it has the little tie here, tie, so it'll be like a little peephole. And last but not least is this beautiful, colorful, reminds me of like I should be on vacation. This was $9.99 blouse. Floral, you know, with the pinks and the reds and the burgundies, the greens. It's so pretty. So that's it, you guys. That's all I got. I'm going to put these in a wash. And those will be added to the rotation of blouses. I am trying to actually purge some things. There's some dresses that I have that are large XLs and I just don't want to get rid of them, but they really are too big and baggy now. I've gained some weight back, but I'm not as heavy as I was in 23. So since I lost a lot in 2023 weight and everything else included. So yeah, I'm really deciding like clothes that I want to keep or not keep, or you know how like you be like, oh, just in case I gain weight or whatever. I ain't trying to think like that. I definitely don't eat how I used to eat. I'm definitely not doing a lot of the things that I used to do. So the weight is kind of staying off, and I feel like I'm a lot more active because I got a lot more shit to do. I'm like legit in these streets doing all the things. But you guys stay tuned for all of my adventures, the good, the bad, the ugly, we all figuring it out together. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
So I didn't choke to death. So, and then he come check on me and punch me on my chest.
You know what, Damon, you guys are like, your mom them had a stretch there where for like an 8-year period,
Good morning, you guys. I've been vlogging and vlogging and vlogging. Happy Saturday, you all. I wanted to get up a little earlier, but your girl was sleeping. I made myself a little BEC with some mayo, a little bit of salt and pepper. How are you? I also made myself homemade a coffee. Y'all nephew here. But of course, one second, you guys. So, of course, my friends, why you ain't pick me up a Biscoff? Which is what I use to make this coffee. The Biscoff syrup is very hard to find, at least in my area, and it's very expensive. So, some of us friends will be texting, you know, what we made for breakfast or whatever. So, this is a glass straw, by the way. And I use the Oatly coffee. I love it from Nespresso. One of my favorites. I'm like, I didn't know who wanted what. And this is $15 for that Biscoff syrup. You could put it on anything. Ice cream, desserts, whatever. But I saw it on line somewhere. I don't remember where. A girl used it to make her coffee. And I was like, oh, I'm trying that. The Biscoff cookie. Oh. And it tastes so good. The Oatly Nespresso pot is made for milky coffees. With the Biscoff, I lined the cup with Biscoff and then I drizzled a little bit more of the syrup on the top. And there is a little bit of French vanilla international creamer. So good. You like creamy. It's sweet, but it's not like super sweet. I don't really like super sweet stuff. It might be too sweet for some people, but it's just right for me. See, they all in a group chat now like, oh, why you didn't give me one? Why you didn't give me one? Bruh, when y'all be out and about getting stuff, do y'all be thinking about me? Okay. I'm not out and about everywhere thinking about picking up stuff for the whole world. What else I was gonna say? Today is like a dreary, rainy day. I don't know if you can tell. There's really no sun. I'm in the studio. I actually this morning before I cooked breakfast, I went to my bay window in my kitchen and I cleaned up all of that. Like my plants, I cut all the dead leaves off. I threw away some plants that I don't think will bounce back. I actually, I'm about to say conditioned, but fertilized some of my plants. I actually need to get some new soil for some of them. You have to change your soil periodically in your plants. The soil loses nutrition after a while, and it's just like your plant's roots aren't really getting anything from the soil. So I need to do that at some point. But I did water all my plants yesterday, starting from yesterday and today. I have about 9 plants that are thriving, that I've managed to keep alive. Leah Ray.
Makes sense. Good morning. What's up to say?
I'm gonna listen to that in 1 second, Leah. Anyway, what the heck was I saying? Yeah, fertilized the plant, cleaned up the plants. I'm not like a plant expert. Over the years, I have learned certain things, trial and error. I watched a lot of plant videos, you guys. That's a fun fact you guys didn't know. Y'all see Chunky? He's just around. Well, the bottom of this is really strong. Yeah, I just try to do some due diligence and making sure that I am giving the plants the best that I can. It's been working for most of them. I bought a orchid. Me and orchids, I don't know. This might be like my 10th orchid. It was so pretty to me. I don't remember if I vlogged or not because I vlogged so randomly. I don't know. But I brought it to my office. Everybody was so in love with it. And I thought the color was just so beautiful and amazing. And it died within, the flowers started to fall in like 2 days. And the bottom leaves were turning yellow. So, what am I doing? The instructions clearly say on there, 1 ice cube a week equals 1/3 cup of water a week. That's all it needs. Put it in a bright sunny area, not direct sunlight. That's what I did. It started dying. So, somebody told me that orchids that don't have like natural color, meaning they don't grow like that. So a lot of these orchids that you see that are all like these fancy colors, that's dye. They put the dye in the water, and then the plant eats it up, sucks it up, whatever, and then that's the color the flower becomes. I heard that those plants, because it's not natural, those don't do as well. I don't know. It's just something I heard. But the plant that I have, I do not think that the color was the original color. I think it's like a dyed color. And it's already dying. One of my coworkers was like, just cut the dead leaves off. Make sure there's no water hanging out in the bottom of the plant. There was. So I was like, oh shoot, because you know the water that drains, you have to make sure to dump it so the roots are not sitting in water. Or I could just put some pebbles on the bottom, which I have done with some of my other plants. So when it drains, the plant is not just sitting in the water. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to throw it out yet. It's still green. But I have the worst luck with orchids. I don't know. I think they're so beautiful. My friend's mom, rest in peace, she was like the orchid whisperer. She had like 75 orchids all over her house, and they all were doing well. And I know that orchids don't flower year round, but if you take care of them, the flowers can last year round. And my friend's mom, all of her orchids always had flowers. Summer, winter, spring, and fall. We live in New York. I mean, they were all in the house, but she was like the orchid whisperer. And she used to tell me tips and tricks. None of it worked for me. I don't know. But nonetheless, I don't know when I'm gonna get another orchid because I'm just like discouraged with orchids. Leave in the comments, do you guys buy plants and flowers, and do you do well with them? Like, I love greenery. Like, I love plants, living things, and especially when they're doing well and they're growing and you can say, oh, I've had this for 15 years. Like 15 years worth of growth is so amazing. Like, I have a stick plant that was passed down to me from a coworker that retired. Oh my God. I was there when that stick plant was just a little baby. It is 9 feet tall now, and she left it to me, and it's doing well. Thank God. I would feel like such a piece of crap if it died after we've had the plant. It was in our office for so long. She bought it for the office, and basically we took care of it, because when she would go on vacation and stuff, I would water it, I would clean it up and all of that stuff. So it was like a group effort, and now it's my plant. Here it is, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. I actually bought, because these are also hard to find, at least in my area, I bought another stick plant at some point, a little baby one, and it was very expensive. I think it was like $40, and I killed it. And I was just like, oh, what the heck. But anywho, you know, if I think people take years and years to learn how to properly care for these plants, and all of them are different. Some are acidic, some need soil, some need bark, some need this, some need that, some like full sun, some like half a day sun. So you really have to know what you're doing for these plants to thrive. Most of my plants, I moved them into the dining room because I feel like my dining room gets like the best light. The whole wall is basically windows. The plants do really well, and the temperature in the dining room is pretty much like always the same. Other parts of my house, not so much. Like the living room is so huge, the temperature fluctuates. We have 2 fireplaces in there, and sometimes it's colder or warmer, and I don't have my windows or curtains like open all the time. So sometimes the plants get light, sometimes they don't. My kitchen bay window is usually full sun all day. So I do keep some plants in there. You know, it's just a matter of finding what works best. Like that plant I told you that I had in here that was by my computer was doing so good. I got that plant from Lowe's years ago, was dying, but it was only like $5. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna try to make it come back to life. And I did. And now it's dying because I moved it. It's not dead. It's dying, but I'm going to move it again. It's not doing well. Like I put it up at the top of my stairs in the corner. I'm gonna probably just get like a faux plant for that area, but the real plant is not thriving. I guess it doesn't like that area, so I'm gonna bring it actually downstairs with the other plants in the dining room, and hopefully it will bounce back. Let's see what's on the agenda. Y'all know I do intro of chit chat. I do want to build my nightstand, you guys. I want to get that nightstand now. I started watching The Residents last night, which is on Netflix. It's sort of like a mystery, sort of somebody died and now they're trying to figure out who did it. It's the girl from Orange is the New Black. I just love her. And I think I got up to episode 4. I love the whole cast. I fell asleep. So I think I'm going to try to finish watching that while putting together this nightstand and doing laundry. So those are the two things I'm going to work on. Right now it is 11:59. I'm going to listen to Leah's message and respond. And I got to change my sheets. And that's all I'm going to put on the agenda for right now. We're going to try to get this nightstand built. Hopefully it don't take me more than an hour or hour and change, and laundry. And then we'll focus on whatever else we can get into. Next clip.